off today, so I need to go get some groceries because traveling on the road, it's really hard to eat right when you're dependent on restaurants. So I've got a cab coming, and I'm going to go UK grocery shopping, which should be interesting. I did some very minor shopping when I first got here, but I find it interesting shopping in another country at different grocery stores. We're walking through the door here. This is the grocery store. It feels very much like any other grocery store you would come to. Right off the bat, I'm having a hard time finding a cart, or trolley, I think they call them here. There's baskets. I'm so glad I'm video blogging this because this, I don't know if I get my pound back or not, but I've seen these at the airport, so I know what to do here. But that's interesting. You have to put money in there to use the shopping cart. How hilarious is that? So for Salad Club, they have a different selection of lettuce. This has actually kind of been my favorite over here. Hothouse lettuce, is that it? Yeah, whatever, but it's been good. I like it better than Iceberg. And then you've got like these little guys, they're pretty good. I guess I'll get those too. But mostly, I like to put at least a couple of types of lettuce in my salad. So grab those. Perfect. I've thoroughly enjoyed the cherry tomatoes here. 1 pound. Not bad at all. Those are good. Some lovely carrots, only 50p. Will not be getting any of the bread here. Definitely trying to avoid bread. Not good for you. This is where I have to be careful because even though I eat natural food, I have very little self-restraint when it comes to nuts. I have found that when I get them raw, I don't tend to overeat quite as much. So, fortunately, raw nuts are pretty easy to find, at least cashews, which are my favorite. So I'm going to get these, and I hope that I can do it in moderation. We'll see. Oh, macadamia nuts. I'm going to hold off on those, because I know I'll regret it, because I'll eat. Look, guys, I can eat those, in one sitting. Most people I've encountered can eat them in moderation. Not me, though. Okay, maybe some almonds, because these go so good on a salad. I mean, they're just wonderful. Maybe no macadamia nuts, just these. Pecans are so good. I mean, honestly, they're just all so... I mean, really, those are actually probably my favorite. But they're just so lopsided and fat, and it's the good fat. And they're wonderful for you, these things, in moderation. They really, really are. I just have no willpower. I'm wondering if they would have, bacon bits. Not real bacon, because I don't eat bacon, but, those little soy bacon bits. Not the most nutritious thing, but I think they do give salad a lot of flavor, so I kind of like those. So I just feel like they're not going to have them here. So as suspected, no bacon bits, but it's understandable. I did get some Caesar dressing, though. It's the closest thing I could find to ranch dressing over here, so I kind of like it okay. If I had to pick one thing that is so wrong with salad culture, it would be croutons. Talk about negating the benefits of a salad. Bread. Bread is the enemy. It's just not good for you. It just sends your insulin soaring in your bloodstream, and then you get diabetes. This is a pleasant surprise. They have a nice olive bar, and I love olives. Look at them, so many different types. I'm definitely getting some of these. That was fantastic. Guys, if you'll just allow me to vent for a bit here. This, to me, is exactly what is wrong with the industrialized food system. One of the many things, but this is something I think is really wrong. I mean, cereal, disguised as health food, but in reality, junk food. It breaks down in your system exactly the way any refined sugar would. It is horrible for you. But yet, we've allowed these companies to allow us to think that this is how we should start off every single day of our life, with processed, refined carbohydrates that are a complete perversion of nature. I mean, it is obscene what we have done to food that is no longer recognizable as anything created by nature. Truly. I mean, look at this. It's just all branding. If we look at the processed foods and we see how most people are adopting these as a primary part of their diet, and we're watching type 2 diabetes escalate throughout the world because we start off our day eating cereal, eating things that are sending our insulin levels through the roof, and we're not doing anything to change it. We just continue to buy into the marketing and just kind of ignore it. It's really strange to me, but I got to tell you, America has a lot of great things to offer, but our diet is certainly not one of those things.
Key holder is required at the warehouse, please. The key holder to the warehouse.
How pleasant she sounds, doesn't she? And our total, 50 pounds. Not too bad.
50 pounds is too bad.
Alright, so apparently, if we put this in here, my pound will come out. Let's see. That's there. And it sure did. How about that? So at first I thought it was a little ridiculous that you had to put a pound in there to use a cart, but now that I look at it, it guarantees that they will keep their carts nice and organized, which means they would have to pay less people, which ultimately means that would hopefully keep prices down, right? So that's good. Unfortunately, in America, we don't really use coins for dollars. It would be much harder to do that with paper, wouldn't it? It's not too bad a day today, by the way. Looks like tobacco policy is changing over here. You will no longer be able to see tobacco on display. Cabinet doors are to comply with legislation and therefore cannot be left open. And that is my salad that I'm making for lunch today. Looks pretty good. I'm going to put a little more lettuce in there though, but it's still a pretty good looking salad.